Yeah, no, there isn't. Like, I mean, there's something.
I said what I said.
I know. Facts have been spilled. Hey everybody, sit all circle and look who we have today. Yay, Robin! And we're talking about Monster High stuff because look what came out and was sent to us. Thank you so much to Mattel Creations and Monster High for sending us the new Fang Club Ghoulia that comes in this really cool, like, brainy looking box.
Oh, I didn't realize it was brainy.
Yeah, like the pattern, and it says zombies are monsters too, which they are. And as Robin opens up this box so we can examine the doll, because she has not seen this doll.
I'm not.
She's not aware of this doll. And this doll is a part, like I said, of the Fang Club, and that's $10 a year, and you can purchase exclusive items because you're part of the Fang Club, which to me is nothing new. My mom and I was a part of the Barbie Fan Club for years, back in like the 90s into the 2000s, and that gives you opportunity to get exclusive pieces that the everyday person who's not a part of the club cannot purchase. And this doll goes for $50. Unfortunately, it is currently sold out, but you never know what'll come next. And I like her. I mean, I feel like, yes, the box is not as cool as the Honk Couture box is, but like, right out of the box, what do you think? Like, is she cute? Are you vibing with her? Like, what do you like? What do you not like?
I mean, the box doesn't bother me. I like that it's a lot of space to, like, see her.
And I feel like as a collector's piece, you should be able to really see a doll, so I feel like that makes sense.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
do definitely like the G1 versions of the characters better. That's just my thing. Nothing against the newer ones. This is what I would say grew up with. But I was already. This is what I know.
This is what we know.
Yeah, I think she's really pretty. I like on the back, she has like the skull details.
Yeah, I like that they did a ribcage corset from the back because that really shows that you're supposed to display the doll. Well, you can display her obviously from the front, but if you display her from the back, it's also a big statement piece.
Yeah, so
I like that.
Like a 360 all around. All of her details, like it's like bone. The crown is like bone.
I like that. Like, see, I like that it's ghoulish looking, but it's still very couture looking at the same time. Even though now that I saw Melissa saying it looks like the Statue of Liberty, I kind of am seeing that, but not seeing it. It's just the crown. It's just the crown, all right?
And then her boots have that same pattern that's in her, like the top of her shirt that was on the outside box. I don't know if that comes with it if you buy it.
Yeah, it's like, it's very brainy, which I don't mind it. I feel like they went
She's
a little...
a zombie.
I mean, yeah, that's what she is, so I get it. But I feel like, you know, if someone's saying that the overuse of the brain pattern is also a thing. There are a few things that I personally did not like. Like, I don't really like the red ribbon dangling down. I feel like it could have been something more. I feel like the ribbon is just like ribbon that was sewn on her wrist.
That's true.
I feel like it could have been something, like a little red something. I don't know what. Maybe cut into like drips of blood or something, or like goo or something.
We still have to remember this. Even though this is like a collector's doll, it is still a...
Yeah, it's still like I guess they're trying. Well, I mean, she has goo dripping down her boots, the white goo.
Goo is different than blood.
But maybe like, okay, like maybe they should have done like a pleather white material.
Honestly, I would like not even have the ribbons. I think you don't need like.
I can see that too. Like, I'm not like, again, I don't hate them.
She's just there. Her sleeves are puffy. You don't really need it. So
the purse is awesome. I like that it says VIP and it's like see-through. It's very like giving me almost Ghostbusters for some reason. I don't know why. And I like that the earrings are a little touch of green that ties in with the purse. So it does give you like a little worms moment. Again.
It gives me very original Ghoulia.
Yes. I feel like this, you know, for $50 in the current market of doll world that we're in, I feel like it's there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like an exclusive piece, you know. Would I have liked her to be in the coffin Honk Couture box and be more elevated and stuff? Yeah, because I like how all the other dolls that we've seen for collector pieces are in that style.
But those were like anybody could buy. You didn't have to remember the thing.
Yeah. So
but you would think they would then put more
effort into the club.
I can also see like, okay, if it's only for this club that, I mean, it's not that expensive, but like only so many people are in, I could see them being like, well, we don't want to risk it not, you know, we only have so many of them. I don't know.
I interrupt our program to let you know that I'll be doing another Monster High themed auction on April 2nd at 5 p.m. Eastern Time over on Whatnot. I'll be letting go of so many Monster High accessories, and when I say a lot, it's going to be a lot of items. I just, I'm going through stuff and I'm trying to get new stuff in, so I hope all these little items get to make fun new little homes with all of you. Like I said, April 2nd over on Whatnot at 5 p.m. Eastern. And also don't forget, Claudine is going to be doing auctions all this weekend too. Oh, you know what? I could see that.
I feel like this
too.
is making sense in my head and not coming out.
No, but I know what you mean. Like, where it's not like the other ones, yes, they were high-end pieces and they were charging more, but you didn't have to be in. This one's like, I don't know, it's in the middle. Like, I feel like Melissa said it best, where it's kind of like just like an in the middle type of thing, where it's not Honkator, but it's not like something one of the G3 dolls. Yeah, it's not like an everyday doll. So the packaging's like in the middle, and right now cost is just so high. Like, I get why, even within like a year's time of the other dolls coming out, why she would be in that packaging. I'm just glad that they kept her with the original face mold. Like, they kept G1. It's a G1 Ghoulia. So it's really giving it to the fans who wanted another G1 Ghoulia doll. And I like her outfit. I think the outfit's cute.
Do you feel that the collector dolls are, I mean, to my knowledge, the collector dolls are only G1. Do you feel like
they'll ever do a G3 collector
doll?
I
mean, to my opinion, I mean, you'd have to do it.
I don't know.
Like, why? Why would you? Because, like, to me, the higher end, even in the, like, non-collector dolls, is G1, because even back in the day, they were like a stand. The details of stuff. You know what I mean? So it's like, to me, no offense, I don't want to say like the G3 or G2 were cheap, but they were cheapened.
Well, I agree with you on that. Like, they're for a different demographic. It's definitely geared towards Playline. So if they were to take one random G3 character and make it into a collector's doll, would it be in the same? I think it's too soon. I feel like it'd have to be in like a couple years. If G3 is still around, then they'll do like a collector's piece for the people who've been collecting G3. But I feel like the collector market are people who want G1 dolls.
Yeah.
And that's why they're doing this, which I get, and I like it, and I want them. But I get what you're saying, where it's just not, I don't know, they just look different. And honestly, I hate to say it, like the G1 bodies, the molds, the faces, they look like collector dolls.
They do. That's what I'm saying. Like
they just look like it.
Off the shelf Scarce dolls. Those to me, if you took Scarce, that line, which was like an average line. It was a budget. Yeah, it was normal.
Like
even the deluxe ones were like $25, and take it to a $25, like the same character at $25 G3. There's no comparison.
Yeah, no, there isn't. Like, I mean, there's something.
I said what I said.
I know. Facts have been spilled. No, like I get what you're saying. Like as a collector, yeah, no, I totally can see it, and I'm glad that they're at least still trying. I think as much as a lot of the collectors on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, wherever, the hardcore diehard fans are so upset. I get it. These are at a different price point now. We'll never be where we were before. And do I want what we had before? Of course. Do I want that to be at a $30 price point? Of course I do. But realistically, that's not what we're in the Monster High universe anymore. So if you want something that resembles the G1 world, unfortunately, it is in a collector's market. And right now, they're giving options for people to get the dolls at like a $50 price point, but you have to pay $10 a year to be a part of the club, which, like I said, I come from the world of collector club things. Like, I'm used to that. So $10 to me for a whole year to be able to buy something, I'm not offended by it. I'm not offended that Mattel decided to go in that direction for the collector pieces. I just hope that they decide to produce more of them to give people more options to buy them, but we'll see if that ends up happening.
Maybe this is like a test one. Ghoulia is a very popular character. They don't have too many dolls of her. But that's like, is she even in G3 yet?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's like one or two of her there, if even just one. All right, and even in the regular old Monster High, she was like that. Well, she was like the sixth character. So she's like, she was behind the rest of them with dolls. I get that. Maybe hopefully it makes sense.
No, I agree with you. Yeah. Like, that's something that like Melissa was saying too, because this is obviously Melissa's like favorite character, and like where a lot of the lines that would have been maybe cool to have Ghoulia in, like she wasn't in.
Right.
Like she wasn't in the Ghouls Rules line.
I wouldn't say she's those were like 3 dolls in there. Like, so I feel like this was a good one for them to be like, all right, she's popular enough. She's kind of this like not hard to find, but like just there's not so much Ghoulia out there, so it's not like a million Dracula. Like they shouldn't do another Dracula. They should do a Dracula, but it makes sense why they wouldn't do Dracula for this.
Yes.
Right? And
they did something different.
Yeah.
And then test it out, and obviously it's sold out. So there are people who want Ghoulia and were willing to be part of the club to buy Ghoulia. You know, I don't like the argument people that were saying like, oh, she's not accessible to everyone. I feel like $10 plus $50 is $60. Just even like, let's say you just only wanted the Ghoulia doll, that's still cheaper than the other dolls.
Is everything accessible to everyone though? Like,
I don't know. I mean, that's all I guess up to.
It's how much, like, if a $50 hunk of tour on Amazon, is that technically accessible to everyone? Like, it's still $50.
Yeah. I mean,
are you basing it on like, oh, it's in a club, but the club is like open to anybody?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, see, that's where I don't get the argument either. I'm like, yeah, it's $10 a year, but if the dolls are only $50, technically the dolls then are cheaper than the other dolls. Yes, the packaging is different. But then it gives you opportunity to buy dolls. Then to me, it weeds out the people who aren't hardcore fans that don't want those dolls. Well, then don't be a part of the club. Or why I think they were trying to do it is to control bots and people who are scalpers and people who literally just buy like 1 million of these just to resell. I'm hoping that's kind of like weeding them out a little bit. Like, yeah, they can still buy 10 club memberships with different names if they wanted to resell these. But it's harder for them to do.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that was the reason why they did it, and then in long term it helps people get
let's
these.
Say I was a member of the club, am I limited to how many I could buy?
I think it was two.
Okay, so yeah, I mean...
Yeah. Which I think is fair.
It's fair.
1 out of box, 1 inbox, in case you're one of those collectors, or 2, or buy one for a friend. You know what I mean? Like, I totally
so there is,
see that.
I mean, if you know, like, if you and a friend want one membership... Like, we could pay $10
and you loophole. Don't watch this, Mattel.
Just say, it's not like it's like it's just not that.
To me, it's not a deal breaker as a Monster High
These
fan.
are dolls. They are not a necessity. Maybe edit this part out. Necessity of life. But I will say, you know what doll I want to see? And not that she was, like, my favorite character or anything, an operetta doll. I feel like she was another...
A lot of people were mad that she was not in the Masquerade line that's out, which they still have to put out the Cleo and the Spectre from that line, but operetta with a mask, like, why did they not put operetta in a Masquerade line?
They did not give her enough dolls back in the day.
I really like... Yeah, operetta was probably, like... For a while there, I noticed I had a lot of operetta dolls, and I was like...
The red hair.
Yeah, the red hair just got me in. But now I'm back to just wanting Dracula dolls. So, see, I jump it back and forth. But, you know, I would love to see if they do an operetta in this, like, the Fang Club thing. I think that'd be really cool.
Yeah, like, operetta is one that I feel like is another well-loved character. There's not a lot of dolls.
Yeah.
Or Honkator, something.
Something. Yeah. I could see her just in a big gown, like in a big...
Like an
Phantom of the Opera. Yeah, with a big cape. Like, go for it, you know? It's just like, why not? But... We'll see how far they go. Like I said, this piece is sold out. As far as I'm aware of, they're not... I mean, I haven't heard anybody saying that they're restocking the websites at all, but you never know. Maybe for like a second wave of fan club members or something, they'll do some type of option like that. But I think I'd like to see Operetta as my next one. Put in the comments below what you think you would like to see in future, either in the Ghouluxe doll line stuff or in the Honkator line as well.
Or I think that'd just on shelves.
Yeah, just in general. I mean... I would love to see G1 back on the shelves one day, but I don't think they'll ever be there.
Yeah, that's... G3 would have to disappear.
Yeah.
Because, like, there's no competition.
I agree.
And honestly, like, okay, I'm not... Like, I think everything can exist all at the same time, but, like, no. That's it.
No. And
Let's
see.
look over.
Okay. And no. So
no.
thank you so much, Mattel Creations and Monster High, for sending me this doll. It will go right with all of my other collector G1 dolls that, honestly, like, again, I like her. I think she's great. If you're a Ghoulia fan, I hope you were able to purchase her when she was available, and I'm excited to see who comes next. Until next time.